up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New England Patriots.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 62 yards. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, 8. They try again with Lewis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
On play action, now Brady. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Now the rookie out of Tennessee, this is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Webb. And got his man complete. And he He's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a first down throw. Webb looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. In the red zone this time. They'll run. This is Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker. On 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
K.D. Cannon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, it's Lewis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. In his 5th year from La Tech, here's the lefty Ryan Allen to punt it as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit.
A play fake, now Webb. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Saints, and even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
On 1st and 10, Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now let's go.
Running with Kamara. Room here to run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. On 1st down, Brady sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's Webb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Webb. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw on second down. Webb. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On third down, Webb. It's complete to Flainer. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. And this one is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The gun, it's Webb. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
35!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down. Webb. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, it's Webb. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
All right, here we go.
Off play action, it's Webb. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Webb, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the ninth-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They start the second half with Kamara. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Webb now from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Cannon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Three, Detroit! Detroit! God, Detroit! Detroit!
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. K.D. Cannon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Trying
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Brady throwing on second down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the toss, Lewis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on second down, Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Check. Wait, 20, 53. 47's the fight.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Brandon Cooks, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 6.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second down, Webb. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Toss play, Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down, Webb. And going deep for Hill. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. So the offense has it first and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play. to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now a direct snap back to Kamara. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots get a score closer. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run.
No. Check. Patriot. Take four.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go. Green.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Gun.
A play fake. Now Webb. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Switch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him. Behind
They
the
don't
line.
want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa! Let's get it.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's go, Cut!
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New Orleans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a day.